I'm Chief of Police Malik Aziz, Prince George's County Police Department. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. As this remains an active and evolving investigation, I can share with the community these preliminary details. At this hour, Prince George's County Police Department investigators are involved in an active search for the suspect who fled the scene of an officer-involved shooting in Lanham this morning. No officers were injured. At this hour, we cannot confirm if the suspect was struck. At 8:40 a.m., a resident on Hickory Hill Avenue called 911 about a suspicious occupied car. The caller advised that the car's horn had been sounding for approximately 2 hours. 2 responding officers approached the car to talk to the driver. During the interaction, officers observed the driver had a gun. The suspect grabbed for the weapon. One of the officers attempted to stop the suspect from gaining control of the weapon. A round from one of the driver's guns was discharged. One officer then discharged his duty weapon. The suspect fled in the car. His gun was recovered at the scene. Officers pursued the car and lost sight of it a short distance away. During the investigation, it was discovered the license plate on the suspect's car came from a different vehicle. We are still searching for the vehicle and the suspect at this time. We are in the infancy stages of this investigation. We know that there are several open questions about this incident. We have those same questions and intend to conduct a thorough investigation to get those answers. Our Internal Affairs Division is investigating the action of the officers. As is standard operating procedure, our Major Crimes Division is investigating the actions of the suspect. The officer who discharged his duty weapon is on routine administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigations. At this point, I'd like to open up for any questions that you may have that I can answer.
Chief, we've seen surveillance video of the shooting, and you can see that one officer's on the driver's side, and then the second officer goes around to the passenger door and opens the passenger door. Was it the officer who was on the passenger side that was struggling with the man, or were both officers struggling with the man?
The officer on the passenger side observed that weapon. The officer on the driver's side made an attempt to get that individual out of the vehicle or secure that individual.
And how did he get the weapon? Did it just fall out onto the ground, or did he grab it?
Both the suspect attempted to grab the weapon. The passenger officer, as it appears, attempted to stop him from gaining control of the weapon, as I mentioned, and the officer ended up in control of that weapon.
Was it the driver's side officer that discharged him?
The driver's side officer.
Was the driver's weapon on the passenger seat of the car?
We believe that's where it was.
How many shots did the officer fire?
I do not know that for sure right now. We're investigating that number at this time.
What model of the vehicle the suspect?
Repeat your question.
Model of the vehicle?
Right now we have is a 4-door black sedan, and we are actively working leads at this time. We have some of the best investigators in this nation who go out each and every day to try to bring resolution to all types of issues. And so they're actively working on this. All of our resources are dedicated to finding this individual to bring this to some resolution.
Any ideas why he was there in that neighborhood?
We don't know. All we had is the 911 call that said a suspicious vehicle was parked out on the street and had been there for a couple of hours sounding the horn. So we don't have any idea right now why that person was there. No, we don't. It would be speculation if I thought that. I don't know. All I know is an individual did not cooperate and did not adhere to a police officer's command. And, you know, officers go out each and every day and are faced with these situations that don't go in some normal routine fashion. Some of them go like this. And so unfortunately, an officer, had the need to discharge his weapon, at least at a suspect or call for it. And so we don't know at this point in time. The suspect, and being able to speak to an officer or the suspect, we would be able to gather more information and come to a resolution at this point. Right now, we don't have that. Ma'am?
Do you know if it was a ghost gun?
No, we don't have that at this particular time. If that was a ghost gun, I know the proliferation of guns are, high in this county and across the region. In 2021, we seized 252 of those weapons, and in 2022, we had 321 of those weapons seized, and even this year, we've had 16 so far. But I can't say if that weapon right now was a ghost gun. We're still, our crime scene, they're still investigating that, and I'm sure they'll get back with me shortly to tell me if that was a ghost gun or not.
Chief, just before you came down, we got a heads up that you may have recovered the car over on Greenbelt Road.
No, not yet. If I would have covered the car, I probably would have said that right here. No, that would have been some great news. But again, we have some of the best investigators across this nation who do this each and every day, and they're out there right now actively, working those leads that we got so far. So I wouldn't doubt that our officers are out there with information. Of course, if I say it's a four-door black sedan, it's 100,000 of them around here. But our officers are working it. So as soon as we can get some information that's more concrete, that we can relate, that we have this suspect in custody, or that suspect would come forward, then we will let you know immediately.
What does this say about the dangers that your officers go through every day? Where this appears to be a routine case. The neighbor said that they couldn't see inside the car because the windows were tinted. It seems to me to be very dangerous for your officers.
Well, I mean, officers go out each and every day, and I can't say enough about the men and women who serve the residents of Prince George's County and across the nation, and are faced with, violence, every day, or in the face of a threat of violence. And so, yeah, it happens every single day. And the resident who would relay that information to you from what they've seen from a civilian point of view, that's a great point of view to have, to look at something if they can't see in. Then I don't think that they would know if we could see in or not either. So we try to do things very safely. Some of the best training across this nation is with our training and education division, and they make a really great effort to make sure all of our officers are trained well to go out and do the very best, level best job that they can do. And that's what I would expect to occur. But when you look at the guns that we've recovered over the years, 2021 was over 900. 2022 is over 1,200, and even this year we're approaching 40, weapons seized. The amount of weapons that are here in our beautiful county and the region here across the nation, that weapons are what seems to be what people want to carry around with them, and some are not cooperating, and others are committing violent acts.
You said that the car in the incident had stolen tags on it. Are you able to release or tag that didn't belong to that car?
Well, I don't want to say that right now we know that the car had tags that did not belong on the vehicle. And so if those tags are stolen or they were obtained in another way, we know that they did not belong on that vehicle.
Just one more, Chief Brad. Sorry, Garen said this. Did the driver ever discharge the weapon?
The driver of the vehicle, the weapon was discharged during this incident. And that's what we're investigating now, how that weapon was discharged in a really, fast, exceptional speed. This was not something that happened over minutes. This is something that happened over seconds.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
So we've been waiting a long time. Can I ask the chief a question on it?
What's your question?
Chief, yesterday a homicide in the parking lot of the Southern Avenue Metro Station. Has the department received
Well, normally our municipalities and our other agencies, sister, brother agencies, we investigate some of their crimes. Homicide can be one of them, but yesterday we did not. They chose to investigate their own homicide. We have been kept in the loop with our partners. We have a great relationship with municipalities and transit and agencies that are contiguous with this county. But no, that is not our investigation, but we have been helping and assisting their homicide unit to properly bring that to the resolution that it would come into.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.